The time now is 5:15. From celebrating our rich aviation history to a doggone good time at the library. Here are the 5 things you need to know for this day ahead. A Dayton man will learn his punishment for murdering his girlfriend. 53-year-old James House shot Regina Crum several times in February of last year. He told people he was, quote, tired of her nagging. He was convicted earlier this month of murder. Sentencing is scheduled for later this morning at 9 o'clock. Stay with 2 News for updates. Ohio veterans, voting rights groups, and clergy will call attention to problems with Ohio's absentee ballot procedures. They say that county officials are banned from using the telephone or email to communicate with voters whose ballots were incorrectly filled. They say that directly impacts disabled veterans and the elderly who may not be able to get to the Board of Elections in person. Last week we told you that John Husted, the Ohio Secretary of State, is appealing a federal judge's ruling to reinstate voting on the last 3 days before Election Day. Today's news conference begins at 10 at the State House. Make sure your car is ready to handle winter. Officials with AAA will conduct free vehicle inspections. They will look over child safety seats as well. Keep in mind a AAA membership is not required. The inspections get underway at 10 this morning at Polking Lanes behind the Dayton Mall. Celebrate 20 years of aviation history. Today marks the 20th anniversary of Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historical Park. It was on this day in 1992 that President George H. Bush signed the act hailing the park as a part of our nation's history. The celebration begins at 10 this morning at the Wright Dunbar Plaza on South William Street. It's sure to be a tail-wagging good time at the Woodbourne Library in Centerville. This afternoon, kindergarten through 5th grade students will practice reading to therapy dogs. These dogs help make the kids more comfortable, making it easier to read out loud. The session begins at 4. You need to make an appointment beforehand. Call 433-8091. Select option 3. And you can always find more information on these or any of today's top stories online at WDTN.com. Holly?